What's good, people? Welcome back to another one. Now I've got another action-packed banger coming for you guys today, because check it out, we got one day left in the tank this week, and I'm looking to help you guys close out this week strong, put some extra money in your pockets before we arrive at the weekend. Now I'm going to do that the best way I know how, and that is using the options market. That being said, let's go ahead and do a check-in on our options account for this year. Now let's just go down memory lane, check it out, because in January we had ran this up $100,000 in profit. Fast forward a couple of months, in March we were standing strong at $600,000 in profits. Now we look at the present day, you guys can see we are standing at $1.37 million in options profit. Now people, what I'm going to do in this video is take you guys behind the scenes of the last couple of trades. You guys can go ahead out there in the markets and use the tricks, use the tactics I'm going to teach you in this video to go ahead and run it up hundreds, go ahead, run it up thousands, people. So listen, if you guys are hyped for this video, you guys let me know down below in the comment section, because you guys know how we do around here. Without further ado, people, let's take a look at the last play that I ran the options game on, and it was none other than this name right here, and that is Mara. Now check it out, we got into this name a couple of days back and we ran it up big time, people. I want to show you guys what that looked like. Take a look. All you got to do is look at the last month's activity, because shows you all you need to know. Listen, we ran up the play 6 figures in profits. That just shows you guys the scale, the extent, and shows you guys, listen, the sky's the limit when it comes to the options game. Now when I say we, I mean me and the team, because listen, whenever I enter into an option play, I got the whole team, the whole army, the whole movement behind me, getting into every single play with me. And listen, we do amazing together. So if you guys aren't already, make sure you join the team, people. The link is down below, because check it out, we are getting ready for the next one. We just closed out of a banger, as you guys can see, and I want to make sure that you guys are in a position to win with us the next time we pull up to the options market as a team. Now that being said, people, you guys can already see this right here was a sensational play that myself and the team got into. Right now, as I said, I'm going to teach you guys the game in this video, and what we did in this Mara play to help us run it up tens of thousands, hundreds of thousands, was we used a tactic called averaging down. Okay, listen, this is the thing. When you guys are out there in the options market, sometimes the play is going to go against you. Right, it might go down $1 or $2 if you're on call options. Right, here's the thing, that gives you guys the opportunity to go ahead and add more to your position at a lower price point. And all that means is when the stock eventually does get to your target level, you guys are going to be rewarded big time. And that's exactly what we did with our Mara play. We all averaged down as a team. I let the team know, listen, this is the level to average down on. The team followed suit. And if you guys see the profits, if what we did collectively, guys, it was nothing less than sensational in the building. All right, so you guys out there in the markets, you can use that to your advantage. Okay, now listen, I'm feeling extra nice in this video. So what I'm going to do is, at the end of this video, I'm going to go ahead and share with you guys a play that you guys can go ahead and implement all of these tips that I'm teaching you in this one. All right, so you guys can get busy in the markets as soon as tomorrow. Okay, now before the Mara play, all right, check it out, because it was none other than this very name right here, and that is Uber. Okay, we ran the Uber options just a couple of days back. This has been one of our favorite names to run the options game on. We run it many times this year, but it was in September, the last time back in September, that myself and the team, we pulled up to this very name and got into some call options. Let me show you guys what that looked like, because I know you guys want to see. All right, take a look. This was a play that generated myself about 13,000, a humble 13,000 bucks. I know a lot of you guys, 13,000 bucks would do you guys wonders, and that is why you want to be getting active in the options market, because if you want to make thousands, it's there for the taking. All right, now I'm going to teach you guys the trick and the tactic that we used in this one. All right, what we did is we used a technique called extending the expiration date. Come take a look. Let me show you guys the Uber option chain real quick. Now, when you guys pull up to the options market, you guys are going to be presented with a lot of options, a lot of criteria you can select. Okay, dates, strikes, contract numbers, etc. But one of the most important is going to be the date selection. Okay, I'm going to show you, look, this is the 31st, October 31st. Take a look at the 95 strikes. These are going for 200 bucks. If we just extend it out one more week, November 7th, you guys can see these 95s are going for 450. Okay, here's the thing. You guys are going to do so much better for yourselves if you implement this tactic of extending the expiration date. Okay, even just a week is going to do you wonders. Why? Because it gives you guys more room, more flexibility, and more time for the play to get to your desired target, people. That is right. So that is why we went ahead and implemented that tactic on our Uber play, and then that went ahead and generated us all thousands and thousands and thousands, people. It's as simple as that. So when you guys are out there getting busy in the markets, use this one to your advantage. Go ahead and extend that expiration date for me, please. All right, let's take a look at the last play before that we ran, and that was none other than Uber. Yes, you heard that correct. I hear you now. Sankey, didn't you just say you ran the Uber play? But people, listen, we ran it back to back. All right, that's what we call 2P action over here. So we love to do that. That is what we call rinsing and repeating. As a matter of fact, let me just go ahead and show you what it looked like the time before that we ran the Uber play. Check it out. It was a banger of a play. You guys can see we ran it up 118%, 64 grand added to our account. All right, listen, you guys can see what we've been doing over the year is just stacking our wins on top of each other, and that's how we're sitting at 7 figures in options profit. And there's no reason why you guys can't be sitting at 4, 5, 6 figures in options profit yourself. But as I said, the tactic that we ran here was just rinsing and repeating, people. Now, rinsing and repeating is one of the most overlooked, underestimated things that you can do in the options market to boost your performance. Why? Because listen, when you rinse and repeat a play, what do? You use the same play, you get into it again. Now here's the thing, when you're rinsing and repeating, it forces you to get a deeper understanding of that play, to get connected with it on a different level. If you're connected with that play, that stock on a deeper level, you're going to understand its movements, you're going to understand the nature of it, you're going to understand what it's doing. And that just means that it improves your predictive performance. And that is why we go ahead and do the rinsing and repeating and get back-to-back action, delivering results just like this. But listen, people, you guys stay tuned to the end of the video, because as I said, I'm going to give you guys a play that you guys can go ahead and implement all of these teachings on as soon as tomorrow, to be getting busy in the markets, to go ahead and run it up hundreds, go ahead and run it up thousands for yourselves. All right. Now, listen, it's been a very, very busy year for myself and the team. You guys have just shared 3 plays with you. I'm going to share another one with you, because the play before the Uber play was this one right here. Check it out with me. None other than Hood. You guys already know this is a key fixture in our 100K challenge over here on the stock market side of things. But listen, best believe we get busy on the options side of things as well. Okay, so not only have we owned the stock since 45 bucks over here, we run the options play on this plenty of times. And let me show you guys the last time we ran the option play on this very name and what it did. All right, check it out. Boom. You guys can see a cool 24,000 bucks in profit was added to our tally this year on the play. And remember, whenever I'm pulling up to the options market, got the whole team in the play as well. The whole team winning on this one. Now, I'm going to teach you guys the trick and the tactics that we used to go ahead and run it up 24 grand in this play. And that is what we call pushing out the strike price, extending the strike price. Now, people, this is a very powerful tool that you can use to your disposal. Let me just go ahead and pull up an option chain for you guys and show you a little thing or two here. Now, this is a tactic that you guys want to use sparingly on select names. Not every single name out there in the markets you can do this on, but those names that give movement, those names that give energy. As a matter of fact, just take a look at the performance on the day for Robinhood. You see, this is the type of daily movement in Robinhood that we see. These 4, 5, 6% days. We see them over and over and over again. Okay, this means it has what we call a high ADR, average daily range. Okay, this average daily range for this one is like 7 points. That being said, if you know the average daily range is 7 points, it gives you the opportunity to push out the strike price, people. Now, let me show you what that means. All right, if you take a look at this Uber option chain, you guys can see the at the money strikes are like 94 bucks. All right, Now here's the thing, if you scroll down, look at the 95s, 96, you guys can see the option price gets cheaper. Okay, so if it's getting cheaper on the front end, it means on the back end, when you go to close out your play, you're going to make so much more in returns. Okay, so it allows you to get in for a cheaper entry by pushing out the strike price on those select names that have that high ADR. Means when you go ahead and close, you're rewarded on the back end, people. And that's exactly what we did on this Robinhood play, and that's why myself and the team knocked out of the park. Now, as I said to you guys, I promised you, I'm going to give you guys a play that you guys can go ahead and get busy with as soon as tomorrow, implementing all of these teachings. And listen, we don't have to go far from home, because Mara is the play that if you guys want to get to the bag ASAP, this is the play you want to be running the options game on. Now listen, we have just closed out of a Mara option play, and guess what? We're getting geared up to do it again, to go back to back that 2p action on this very name right here. It's what we love to do. Okay, now listen, we could be getting ready to play this to the upside. We could be getting ready to play this to the downside. Mark's going to go ahead and deliver some key information over the next couple of days that's going to put us in a position to win. And what we're going to do is put all of the tricks and tips that we know in the options market, put it to work, and go ahead and run it up hundreds, go ahead and run it up thousands, people. So listen, this is the video for today. You guys let me know. Drop your comments below, and I'll see all of you guys on the next one.